How to short a stock and interactive brokers. There has been quite a bit of discussion lately about short selling and the uptick rule. In fact, some believe that the steps towards reinstating these rules have helped bolster stocks of late. What is the uptick rule and why is the mere mention of doing away with said rule possibly creating a rally? Let's take a look. First, a brief refresher on short selling. The textbook definition is when an investor sells a stock that he/she doesn't own. The seller's investor loans the stock in order for the investor to sell it. At some point, the seller has to buy the same number of shares they sold short in order to return them to the broker. Money is made when the stock that was sold short falls and is bought back at a lower price. For most normal retail investors, in order to short sell a stock, they must have a margin account and their broker must borrow the stock from another one of its clients' long margin accounts, so in some cases no stock is available to short and the retail trader is basically unable to do so. Many institutions, professionals, hedge funds, etc. have not had to adhere to this method of borrowing in many cases in recent years, but that is a matter for a future article. Let's now turn our attention to the uptick rule. Why did the SEC repeal the rule? The rationale for lifting the rule was apparently a test by the SEC to see the effectiveness of the uptick rule. One would also likely assume there was some lobbying by major financial firms to have it lifted. And general deregulation of the SEC and its powers over the past years likely contributed as well. Based on the above chart, one could conclude the test didn't work very well. Many have attributed the incredibly rapid declines that many stocks in the financial sector have seen to the lack of an uptick rule, but this is a fairly complicated issue with other factors involved. Nonetheless, recently Fed Chairman Bernanke proposed examining reinstituting the rule, and Congress had recently acted to have the rule reinstated very quickly. See the following chart for these news events in relation to the market.